Alright everyone, hello. So, I just wanted to make a quick video to quantify, right, what I've been farming in the past day or so. So I've sorted out all the loot, as you can see here. I've only kept the cream of the crop. I didn't include quite a lot of things like chisels, elks, alterations, things like that. They do add up, but I'm just keeping stuff that people will mostly buy quite quickly. Okay, so we got raw exalts, chaos, regrets, fusing, stack decks, sextants, things like that. So we dropped 10 logbooks, 10 black scythe logbooks, 1 knights of the sun, 3 druids, and 1 order of the chalice. So we dropped 1 vorana, last to fall. So this is worth more money, right? It's about 1x. You can split it, earn more money from that. 2 screaming invitations because 50 maps is about 25 with the node on the tree. It gives you 10% chance to getting double progress. And yeah, some uniques, some divination cards. I kept most of it. I don't know why I kept this one here, but yeah. One good cluster jewel, which I didn't include in the profits. Some scarabs over here. And surprisingly, we got 2 Eldritch Exalted Orbs and 2 Eldritch Annulments. Honestly, I don't even know where these dropped. It was not from the boss, it was just from the map itself. I have no idea where they came from. Yeah, but these are kind of rare now. I wouldn't expect to see them that often. Okay, so I already recorded the skill tree section, so I'm just gonna cut to that. So this is the Atlas skill tree. So we'll be taking Grand Design. So it's a small Atlas passive grant, nothing but your maps have 1% increased pack size per allocated notable. So you just want to take all the big nodes around the tree. So the most efficient one will be all the blocking mechanics notables down here. So in general, most of the nodes are going to take 3 points to get to. Some of them will be 4 points. And I think this is one of the only few where you only need 2 points to get the big notable. So yeah, you can literally choose whichever nodes you want to take. You can remove all this, get like essence, things like that. You just want to maximize like the number of big passes that we have. Yeah. Then still taking the altar nodes, expedition nodes. The rest is up to you. So that is about it for the skill tree, and I will leave the PoE planner link in the description. So for my Sentinel skill tree wise, I'm still spec'd for the blue ones. So yes, feel free to customize it how you want, but mostly spec for the blue side, and this is what the tree looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna do a real quick map showcase here. Alright, so I just got our map, our Rasta Expedition Scarab. I've already respec my tree for something else, so this is not gonna be like the full juiced version of it, right? I'm just gonna do this as a example. So you proc your red Stalker Sentinel at the start, right? Just proc it at the start. You kill stuff, get the loot rewards, right? So you kill things, open up your, what do you call it? Okay, I'm silenced. I really hate this mod. So as you can see, there's like tons of like raw currency dropping everywhere. Open this. Okay, so like let's see. So if it drops mad currency items, you're gonna get like a whole bunch of sextants. You're gonna get awakener, orbs of unmaking. If you get the scarab mob, then you would be dropping scarabs, things like that. Usually you won't see all of this, is only cause I've already respec. Okay, so when you see increased quantity of items, it is worth to take because it affects your expedition, which means more logbooks will drop. Okay, I hope my mic isn't too soft over the game sounds. I'm just gonna skip most of this just to show you what it looks like when you're doing the expedition itself. Okay, so you will clear the map until you reach the expedition, like per normal. Okay, So the first thing you'll look out for will be runic monsters are duplicated, but this is a very rare mod. I don't think I even saw it throughout this entire thing. So the next one will be looking for increased chance for logbooks to drop, which, doesn't exist here. Okay, so once those two are done, you can just pretty much take whatever you want. Your radius is most likely going to be bigger because, my skill tree isn't spec'd for it now. And you just want to take all the big skulls that you see here. And like, of course, avoid any like mods that you can't do. So I'm a DD Ignite build, so I can't take that. And then you just detonate this. So I'll usually run off to the side, like, and wait for all the monsters to basically pop before I go in and throw on my Sentinel. Okay, so after a while, okay, this isn't as many mobs as it usually is, but yep. So I'll prop this, and then I'll just kill everything, and you just loot afterwards.
Okay.
Right?
It's okay. It's okay.
So as you can see, you will pretty much use up like all the
It's
mobs that you
okay.
can empower using the blue sentinels, cause expedition is quite dense. I didn't even blow this up properly, but yeah, as you can see, it drops quite a lot of things. Yeah. So afterwards, I'll just go on to clear the boss. I'll just do it. Why not? Since it's not gonna take up that much time anyways. So come in, kill the boss. If you want to, you could just, skip the boss and exit the map. But I mean, you're gonna get
It's
invitation for free,
okay.
right? Or like conqueror maps and stuff like that. So you might as well go kill the boss. Okay, so that's it for the map showcase and like what I'm looking out for. So now I'm gonna go to the PowerPoint and I guess explain a little bit more. Alright, so what to use? So for maps, I just wrote the maps for 80 plus Quan, and you want to run a map with Fortune Favors the Brave craft, which costs 3 chaos each because it gives more Quan and pack size with the one of the shaping nodes. Sextants wise, we don't need to use any sextants since we just run the map, get the altars and the expedition. But you can use generic pack size quants, so like cold monsters, fire monsters, chaos monsters, that sort of thing, if you want to build up a map pool, if you are struggling with map sustain at the start. And for scarabs, we are using rusted expedition scarabs. So this could be anecdotal, but I tested about 30 maps of this gilded expedition plus 100% increase runic monster sextant, and it was the total cost per map was about 50 to 55C, and I just don't think it's worth it to run at all because it brings the situation from, oh, I drop a logbook, that's money, to if I don't drop a logbook, I'm gonna lose money on this run. And I don't think it's very good. I never dropped more than actually I never dropped more than two logbooks even from this. And I average about like one logbook every two maps maybe. It's not even that much better than Rusted Expedition Scarabs for some reason. And I have no idea why, right? I expected to drop like way more logbooks with this, but it doesn't seem that way. So I really have no idea why. Okay, so for Atlas skill tree, just to I guess explain it again. For grand design, pack size affects expedition, so you get more runic monsters from the big skulls when you blow it up, right? And then Sentinel expedition is very dense, so you are guaranteeing that every monster gets basically empowered by your blue Sentinels. Like you're guaranteed that you'll make full use of your Sentinels, right? Not every monster may be empowered in the expedition because it's so massive. And yeah, increased quant means more logbook drops. Alright, so Sentinel wise, I use currency plus Sentinel reward type, so they drop recombinators and also like raw exalts, things like that. But you can use whatever currency type you want, but your results may be slightly more skewed, right? You won't be later when I go through the profits, you may not receive certain things that you see there if you don't use the same types as me. Okay, so our total profits, our cost was 50 expedition scarabs rusted, so it comes to about 350 chaos, and then I just added on another 100 chaos in rolling my maps, so brings it to about 450 chaos. Maps were self-sustaining, so I didn't include that into the map cost. And yeah, our total revenue was about 4.9k chaos and about 32 exalts, bringing us to about 90 chaos per map and about 6x per hour. So, time to break down the loot. So, raw currency, it can come from the Sentinel reward tiles or just the ultimates when it says, percentage chance to drop raw currency or like basic currencies are duplicated, things like that. So, the altars actually do drop quite a variety of stuff. One thing to mention is if you get both altar nodes, which I do have in my skill tree, you drop a lot of grand icons, right? If you're using the red one, you're gonna drop a lot of grand eldritch embers. So there's quite a large variable for this. Like between the red and the blues, the blue ones are only about 1.6 chaos each in bulk, while the red ones are 3 chaos each. So, if you wanna make more money off that, you can see I dropped 189. You can, swap over to the red side and potentially make way more money. So that's just one factor. So for raw exalts, the chaos here already accounts for fortune favors the brave. So I actually dropped 329 chaos, right? But I already used 150 for the craft on the map. So it's already included, okay? Okay, next we got expedition currency. So this brings us to about 25.5 chaos per map. So 105 Eshegalis, we got exotic coins, burial medallions, scrap metal. So we actually dropped 10 Black Scythe logbooks, 1 Knights of the Sun, 3 Druids, and 1 Chalice. So it was about every 3.3 maps we dropped 1 logbook, which is not too bad, right? And one of the Black Scythe logbooks actually had Vorana on it, which is, extra money is about 1x, but I'm not gonna add that in because, it's a luck based thing. So yeah, it's about 25.5 C per map. If you use the exotic coins on your own, you're probably gonna earn more money, but yes, I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm selling everything as it is. Okay, so for Sentinel, since I do get Sentinel reward types from this, I drop, the recombinators and power cores. So, I'm making about 27C per map from this. Seems quite even, right? Look at the drops, like 24, 22, 25. And then for the power cost, like 28, 21, 24, right? It's actually quite even on, there's no specific weightage that they have, I guess. Except for power cost, those are very, very common. You're gonna find a lot of them. Alright, so other types, scarabs wise, the altars are kind of nerfed, I think. You don't really see it as much, but every time an expedition scarab drops, still gonna make money. So yeah, expedition scarabs wise, 188 chaos from that. Some divination scarabs, polished and gilded, ambush scarabs, 2 gilded, that's about it. Conqueror maps, yep, as I mentioned just now, you can drop Conqueror maps that are still favorited. And yeah, so this comes to about 6 chaos per map in terms of like miscellaneous stuff. So in fact, this is actually not as much as what I actually got because I didn't include a lot of things. You can sell the chisels, you can sell elks if you want, you can sell, there's a lot of things. I didn't include any divination cards into this as well, right? I did drop like several divination cards like chaotic disposition, things like that. So your real profit per hour is probably going to be slightly higher. But, I keep it low just to make it more realistic, I guess. All right, so there's the end of this video. I hope that it helps some people out to, get some currency started and things like that. So, all right, if you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, and you can check me out on my Twitch. I'll be streaming mostly every day so far. And if you have any questions, feel free to just ask or leave them in the comments. All right, so thank you and goodbye.